Guess how much brand new information our brain is capable of processing. Many of us think that our success solely depends on how much pain we suffer and how many sacrifices we make to learn something new. Let me say, there is a rule discovered by scientists who study how we learn. We, quote unquote, get it when we deal with only 1/4 of new information if it relates to the other 3/4 of information we already know.
School, circus, McDonald's?
In this sentence, the third part of the information is missing. It is hard to figure out the rest, and we could guess forever. Now you can have your lucky guess.
I know. You were in the store. Did you buy me some candies?
Do you remember how you learned letters with pictures?
What is this?
Oh, sorry, wrong language. In Russian, it sounds like yabloko.
This is an apple. The letter is A.
We ate the apple and know that it is sweet and sour. We saw the apple and we can recognize it on a picture. We know how to verbalize the word apple. The letter is supposed to be A. However, when we start teaching music, we load beginners with a lot of abstract information that is completely brand new. Practice does make perfect, I agree. But what exactly should we master? Should we drill on theory? But how do we connect all of these symbols with our previous experience? If we didn't ask for the information, why should we bother to process it? Practice makes perfect for many of us. It means drills, drills, and more drills. It is no wonder that for a majority of people, practice such as this is nothing but a struggle. Is there another way around? What adapted process skills or knowledge should we consider when working with a beginner from scratch? To speak, to hear sounds, to have some fine motor skills, to see colors and shapes. Not bad for a scratch recipe. We already showed you how to rely on speech memory. Today we will see how much we can learn with fine motor skills and muscle memory. In fact, we used to rely on muscle memory in music learning very much. Probably a little too much. Most of the time, we try to memorize the order of our fingers to remember a tune. But when we face another tune, we have problems. Have you noticed that method books are just another way, a little more creative way, to fasten fingers to certain keys? Again, we try and are unable to think outside the box. This is our programmer, Yuri. He is a self-learner. He developed his piano technique through reading. Oh, he wasn't reading books. Yuri was reading music, not books on how to read music. He can open any piece and fluently perform it. Look how comfortable he is with so many keys on the piano, and how fast and precise his hand movements are. This guy never learned from method books, finger numbers, and never drilled on one piece, bar by bar. Memorization of an entire piece without fluent reading is nothing else but one large, complex skill that cannot be applied to another level. It's like driving a car in a small town all the time, and you know all the twists and turns without even looking. But when you add more towns, what should we give our students? The fish or a net to catch the fish? One song by memory per 3 months, or 3 songs in a week. Any child beginning from 2 years old is capable of controlling 10 fingers of their right and left hands and can coordinate their hands. It means we can teach children to play exercises with built-in patterns successfully. By playing exercises in all octaves, the child becomes familiar with the entire world of music sounds instead of driving around in a small town. But by relying on muscle memory too much, we are making no headway. Playing exercises could build coordination between fingers and piano keys. But in order to be musically literate, you have to learn how to see music with your own eyes and command your fingers where to go. Any beginner who can see, hear, and move their fingers already has enough skills to learn piano. Using the science of perception, we can present the beginner with a more thorough way to learn music. In our next video, we'll show you how important it is to see what you are about to play.